All right, guys, before moving on, we should really review what callback functions are. Now, there's a lot of definitions online, but the simplest way I can define it is that it can be two things. One, it's a function that is passed as an argument of another function, or two, it's a function that's returned from another function call. And for the first part, using it as an argument, you have already done this. If you've used set timeout, set interval, map, filter, for each, then you've done it. Okay, that sounds good and all. Let's take a look at some code examples. All right, let me go to main.js. Okay, so I have one function. It's just gonna find the total of two items. Okay, it returns the sum. Now I define another function. Now I want this to be a function where I can just pass in a sum or two items, right? And it will return me the total with the taxes. So function total with taxes. Let's have it take in two items also called A and B. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're gonna return. Now, we can do the total here, but we have a function that does the total for us. So why don't we just call this guy and be like, hey, I'm trying to do taxes, but I need to find the total first. I can do it myself, but since I'm not so experienced with that, and your name is literally called find total, can you please do that for me? Okay. Find total. Find total of what? Of A and B. Now, you see that the number of arguments match right here, A, B, and items 1, 2. All right? So it's going to return the sum that it finds from here, right? And then, since I live in California, my taxes are high, so it's about 10%, multiplied by 1.10. Okay? And then, I'm just going to test it. I'll call this total with taxes, 1 and 9. Total should be 10 with a 10% tax. That should be 11, right? And then let me just console.log it. .log. Save it. On the right, we see 11. Let's change it. Let's change this to 11. We see 22, 12, 23.1. Yep. Okay. So this is a callback function. It's being returned. A function itself, a function call is being returned. Okay. Now, the other example, callback used as an argument, you've already done that. Okay. If you've ever used the API set interval or set timeout, it takes two arguments, right? One is your custom function, and two is how long it takes to start, and then how long it takes to repeat the same function, right? In milliseconds. Now, you're passing in your own function. That's actually a callback, okay? When you do add event listeners, let's say my tag.add event listener, right? It takes in two arguments as well, right? The first one is the function that it's going to call. That's technically also a callback because it's inside of an argument, okay? Let me show you. If you have an array, const ARR is equal to 1, 2, 3. Then let's do const new ARR is equal to ARR.map. And then we're going to take the value, and then we're going to increase it by 1. Okay. And then we're going to console.log new ARR. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now map, right? One of its arguments is your function. Okay. And since it takes a function as an argument, it's a callback function. Okay, I hope that was helpful and a good refresher. I'll see you on the next one.